So we are all looking for Gus. Gus is the elephant in the room. Gus is what we all are seeking, but some of us don't even know that we're seeking Gus. Gus has always been there. Gus has always been around. We don't always acknowledge Gus's presence. We don't always recognize Gus. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, there's an acronym that I learned about on TikTok. I learned about Gus, and Gus stands for, it's an acronym for God, Universe, Source. God, Universe, Source. I think this is the ground of our being, Gus, and this is what we are trying to make sense of. This is what we're trying to question and understand. And this is what we do when we explore the science and we create and we invent. We are trying to engage with Gus. This is what we do in religious studies. We're trying to engage with Gus. This is what we do in prayer. This is what we do as we read the Bible. We're trying to engage with Gus. So Gus is the elephant in the room. And I really appreciate this acronym because it opens it up. I'm a Christian, and I believe that it is through Christ that I know the most about God, or I experience the most about God, or it is through Christ that I have come to know God. But I acknowledge that that is not the only way to come to know God. I have to be real about that. I have to be honest about that. But I'm still not downplaying the role that Christianity and Christ and Jesus has had on my life. But I'm also acknowledging that God can work through a rock. God doesn't need the Bible. God doesn't need religion. God does not need all these things that I think are needed or necessary to have faith or to be connected to God. Gus just needs an open posture. I think Gus needs humility. You got to have humility to engage with Gus. You have to have humility and curiosity to learn from Gus. So the point of this video is to just introduce you to Gus and to name Gus and to encourage you to keep exploring and keep wondering and keep asking questions about Gus. This is part of our trying to make sense of existence and trying to do all we can to live a good existence. I think this is what Christian spirituality is about. And we're not doing this to get Gus's approval per se. I think Gus has always already approved us. Gus has always affirmed us, already affirmed us. And what we're trying to do is just open ourselves up to Gus. And I think this is what spirituality is about. And this is what Christian spirituality is about because we're opening ourselves to Gus as revealed in Christ. This is what we're doing in Christian spirituality. So my encouragement for you is to stay open, to keep an open mind, to keep an open heart, and to recognize that in a lot of ways we're all doing the same thing, and we're all looking for the same thing. We could argue, rightly so, that some of our searches and our efforts are misguided and distorted. But I think even a distorted desire is still a desire. Even a distorted or misguided search is still a search. We're all looking. So have grace for yourself, have grace for others as we try to make sense of Gus.